because we are heading north today,
North.
way north, to a little town called Manitowoc, Ontario, in the 1970s.
Okay.
Now imagine this. It's the dead of winter.
Er.
But instead of, like, hibernating after the holidays,
Right.
Manitowoc is throwing a huge party.
A party in the middle of winter. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, it's called 12th Night. And it's not just any party.
Mm.
We're talking bonfires, beauty pageants,
Oh, wow.
the whole town coming together.
Sounds like quite a celebration.
It is, and we have a whole stack of amazing sources to help us understand it. We've got photos, newspaper clippings,
Ooh.
even a program from a 1972 12th Night celebration at Lions Beach.
Nice.
So our deep dive today is to uncover what made this event so special and how it reflects the story of Manitowoc itself.
Because I'm guessing there's more to it than just a party, right?
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. See, Manitowoc in the 70s wasn't your typical small town. It was actually a town built by design.
By design, what do you mean?
So Noranda Mines, the company behind the big mining operations there,
Oh.
they actually planned the development of Manitowoc.
Interesting.
They attracted people from all over to work in the mines, promising them a good life for their families.
So it was like a boom town almost.
Exactly. A boomtown in the Canadian wilderness.
Mm.
And you can imagine this created a really unique community.
Yeah, a real mix of people all coming together in this new place. Must have been quite the melting pot.
It was. And that's what makes 12th Night so fascinating. Because it wasn't just about celebrating the end of Christmas. It was also a way for this new community
Mm-hmm.
to bond,
Right.
to find its identity,
Yeah.
to kind of make the wilderness their own.
To put their own stamp on this age-old tradition.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, 12th Night itself, January 6th, it marks the end of the 12 days of Christmas.
Okay. Yeah.
It's its roots in religious observance.
Right.
But in Manitowoc, it became something more, it was like a celebration of the town itself, its achievements, its
Mhm.
resilience, its spirit.
That's really cool. So how did they actually celebrate it? What did this 12th night in Manitowoc look like?
Well, let's focus on that 1972 celebration at Lions Beach. We have this program, right?
Yeah.
And just flipping through it, it's amazing. Like 300 people attended
300 people.
for a town the size of Manitowoc at the time.
Wow.
That was basically everyone.
That's incredible. So what kind of things did they have going on?
So picture this.
Mm.
A procession led by Miss Merry Christmas.
Miss Merry Christmas.
Yeah. She was chosen based on her academic achievements, not just, looks.
Oh, that's interesting.
And she would ride in a fire truck alongside her princesses.
Okay. In a fire truck. That's quite the entrance.
Oh, yeah. They went all out.
Yeah.
And we actually have these photos, right? One shows a grader clearing the snow for the big bonfire.
Wow. They were really preparing for this.
Yeah. And another photo shows the princesses getting ready for this procession.
Oh, cool.
You can just feel the excitement,
I bet it sounds magical.
It really does. But the procession was just the beginning. After that, they had carols, storytelling,
Wow.
even a service led by Reverend Baldwinson.
Okay, so they really were mixing those religious and festive elements together.
They were, and I think it speaks to the fact that this was a very diverse community.
Yeah, makes sense. They wanted to make sure there was something for everyone.
Right, everyone could feel included. And it wasn't just singing and praying, there were speeches too.
Speeches. About what?
Well, that's where we start to see some of the community's hopes and anxieties reflected, their dreams for the future.
I see. So it wasn't all just fun and games. They were also using the celebration to reflect on their lives.
Exactly. And one speech in particular stands out. It was by Hugh MacDonald, the chief chemist at Noranda Mines.
Oh, the mining company guy. What did he have to say?
Well, he was more than just a chemist. He was a really respected figure in Manitowoc,
Okay.
known for being a strong advocate for community safety.
Safety.
Yeah, particularly fire prevention.
Interesting. Why was that such a big focus?
Well, think about it. You've got all these wooden houses, the dry winter air,
Fire risk.
huge fire risk,
Yeah.
especially after Christmas with all the dry trees around. And this is where the bonfire comes in.
Okay, the bonfire. So it was more than just a festive thing.
Exactly. It was tradition, sure, but also this very practical way to get rid of those potential fire hazards.
I see.
And remember, Manitowoc was a planned down.
Right.
Safety and order were really important.
Yeah.
So the bonfire becomes this symbolic act of community responsibility.
Wow. I never thought about a bonfire that way.
It's not just having fun.
Right.
It's about doing it safely and thinking about the well-being of the whole community.
That's really cool how they managed to combine those elements.
It is. And speaking of combining tradition and practicality, we can't forget about the highlight of the 1972 celebration, the King and Queen pageant.
The pageant.
Yeah, this was a big deal. Looking at the program, it seems like it was quite a grand affair.
Oh, tell me more.
They had a talent showcase, singing, dancing, all sorts of things.
Okay.
They served refreshments, music was playing, the whole community came out to watch.
Wow, sounds like a real community gathering.
It was. And of course, the main event was the crowning of the King and Queen.
It's interesting that they had this pageant in a town built around mining.
Right. You wouldn't necessarily think of those two things going together,
No, not really.
but I think it shows that even in a rugged industrial place,
Yeah,
people still craved beauty. They craved art.
right, that need to express themselves.
Exactly. And this pageant wasn't just about entertainment.
Mm.
It was about showcasing the talent that existed within the community.
Yeah, giving people a chance to shine.
Exactly. A platform to show off their skills, their creativity.
I like that.
And if you think about the context, remember, this was a new community,
Yeah, people were still figuring things out.
still finding their place.
Right.
So this pageant becomes a way of celebrating not just individual achievement,
Mm.
but also the collective spirit of this new town, its diversity, its
Mm.
potential.
Oh, that's a powerful message. So, do we know anything about the actual talents that were showcased? Like, what were people performing?
That's where things get a little tricky. The program lists the categories, like vocal, instrumental, dance,
Okay.
but it doesn't go into detail about the specific acts.
Ah, so we have these tantalizing hints.
We do. But luckily, we have something else. Photos.
Oh, photos.
Some show the pageant setup.
Cool.
Others capture moments from the talent showcase,
I love that.
like frozen glimpses into this special night.
And that's where we'll pick things up next time, right? With those photos.
You got it. Join us in part 2 as we delve into those images, explore the legacy of Hugh MacDonald,
Can't wait.
and uncover even more of what these celebrations reveal about the heart and soul of Manitowoc.
Sounds good.
All right, so